Kansas, who's in here, y'all? Put some W's in the chat if you're in here. Put some W's in the chat.
Some W's.
W's. Hey, who's in here, y'all? Who's hanging out with us today? How we doing, buddy? How we doing? I can't see the chat right now, but what's good, Sanjas? How we doing, buddy? Today we got Will. We're joined by Will. Shout out to Will.
What's up, guys?
Will, how would you? I always I always introduce everybody. But I'm curious, how would you introduce yourself? I'm gonna give you the liberty of introducing. How would you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I consider myself a slide guitarist and songwriter. I go to Berkeley, so based out of Boston right now. I'm originally from Arkansas. I think I mostly do like folk and roots music, but I'm also, really into jazz and blues guitar. So that's kind of, where I'm at musically most of the time. Yeah.
Right. How would you say moving from Arkansas and then going to Boston, that kind of change your style or your passion for music at all, or?
Oh man, yeah, it changed a lot because in Arkansas there aren't a whole lot of players, let alone a lot of like really good players. And so I was down here and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be this great jazz guitar. I had all these ideas about what I was gonna do. I got up
Mhm.
here and I realized like, oh, everybody's good, and I really need to focus in on what I'm good at. Which thankfully, and I think it's really cool. Kind of happened to be. Folk music and like the music of where I'm from. So
Mhm.
yeah, it worked out pretty well for me.
Did you find like a lot of similar players when you were going to Berkeley, like people kind of complimented your style and stuff like that?
I mean, certainly there's similar players. I have friends who do a lot of folk music. I have friends who are in like the Roots program. They're over
Mm.
studying mandolin or banjo or whatever. But
Right.
kind of the nicest thing about me or about Berkeley to me is getting to like be around a lot of people who don't really do what I do. So one of my best friends, his name is Luca. He's like a crazy film scoring guy, and he does all this like just wild, noisy stuff. And the producer for my album that I'm working on, he makes hyperpop music. That's like his main thing. So
What?
yeah, yeah, getting to bring in all this like different stuff has been really nice. It's pretty
Mm.
cool.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's awesome. That's like for people that don't know hyperpop. I mean, it's in the name, but like if you don't know hyperpop and folk music, they're two completely different worlds. That's so sick.
It's not very similar at all, no.
Just want to say shout out to the chat people that are joining. I see y'all. Shout out TS Swizzle. That's what's up. I Andy Smith, what's good, and Ashton Arnold. What's good, everybody? Appreciate you guys being in here. Um it's sometimes where it's like, yo, what's good? And then how's folk music going?
Uh, yeah, yeah. I'm working on the stage presence, so the live is nice anyways.
Okay. Do we want to answer a question that's completely out of topic or what?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Someone asked, "What's your favorite Mexican food?" I like tacos.
Oh, yeah, I'm like a quesadilla guy. I love like a shrimp quesadilla. That's nothing like it. What do you do on your tacos?
Uh, it was from the chat, so I don't know.
Oh,
The chat
oh,
asked that.
okay. I need to
That
pay more
wasn't.
attention. Yeah.
I'm not that crazy, just so you
All right, that's good to know.
know. uh,
And then what is your favorite Japanese food?
hmm, Japanese food.
Ooh, uh, like katsudon. That stuff
Mm-mm.
is good.
My favorite. Ooh, huh. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't had much Japanese food. I should go out more in Boston and get Japanese food, but we don't have much here on Nantucket, unfortunately.
You're from
Um,
Nantucket?
I'm from Nantucket, yeah.
That's pretty sweet, man. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Um, fish and cheese and black pepper. That's what someone said. I feel like on the
That's what
topic.
That's a real New Englander meal, I feel like.
Mm. Right. Um, okay, well, so like that's where you kind of are now. You're at Berkeley and you're uh expanding your reach and developing your sound. How did
Right.
you what was like your first introduction to music?
Uh, man, so my dad's really into music.
Mm,
Nobody in my family really plays instruments,
mm,
but I remember growing up, and there was this restaurant uh, that was like what 7 minutes from my parents' house, and we would go there all the time as kids, my sister and I. And American Pie by Don McLean. One like play of that song was about the amount of time it took for us to drive from our house to this restaurant.
mm.
And my dad would put it on every time and be like, "We'll get dessert if you can remember all the lyrics."
Wow.
And so yeah, I was listening to stuff like that all the time as a kid, and then really just my dad in general. My dad's responsible for most of my music taste.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. Does he still do you guys like jam now? Does he play guitar or what is he do?
No, he's up until about 2 years ago, he'd never played an instrument.
Mm.
He started playing piano. It's funny because
Yeah.
I'll come home on break and I'll be working on like, my finals piece or whatever, and it's some Pat Metheny solo. I could hear my dad in the background, like, uh with one finger just hitting out the notes of Silent Night, trying to like memorize it in his head. But it's really fun,
Mhm.
And he told me his goal is by the time I graduate from Berkeley, he wants to be able to jam with me on a blues song. So I got that to look forward to.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it's pretty incredible. I feel like a music connection, like a music relationship and a friendship at the same time is like the best thing ever. Or
Oh,
especially like a parent, that can play. That's so
yeah.
sick.
It does so much.
Mm,
Yeah. But the best friends I've made have been, people I've met in music. It's a crazy connection.
mm.
Yeah.
Um, just a knowledge of chat. Um, whoa, wait, did we already answer what's your favorite sushi roll? I don't think we answered.
Oh, no, no, we didn't get to that one.
Okay.
There's this place by my mom's house, and they have a big damn bridge roll, and it's fried sushi, and then they have eel sticks, like a bridge going over like stacked pieces of sushi, and it's gross and it's disgusting, and I get it every time.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. I don't know if I can top that. Do you know Seaport in Boston?
Yeah, yeah.
There's this place, and they make burrito sushi rolls. So it's like sushi, but like in a like it's like a burrito of sushi, right?
Okay.
And they have like some interesting stuff. I mean, I just think feel like that concept is kind of cool. I don't know. I'm pretty like boring in the sense of sushi. If I'm going out to get sushi, I'm not gonna be experimental. I'm just getting a California roll and whatever has tuna. I guess I don't know. I'm not too keen on like I don't know sushi that well.
Mm, nah. I love weird foods. I don't know, it's like, because 'cause I'm not good to cook them, and whenever I go out to eat, it should be like I'm eating something I wouldn't cook normally.
Mm, so that's just a good way to go about life in general, like that type of mindset.
I think so.
Mhm. Um,
Oh, somebody has a joke.
uh, what's the joke? Let us know. In the meantime, what's your favorite genre? Someone's asking.
Oh, genre. I bounce around a lot. You know, one of my favorite artists, like folk art. Obviously, I'm making folk music, so that's a big genre for me. One of my
Right.
favorite artists, Shaky Graves, he just dropped an album, and so
Mm,
I've been going back and listening through a lot of his stuff, and folk music in general. That, big obsession of mine. I think generally, I go from listening to like indie rock and post punk to a lot of acoustic driven music. I bounce back and forth between those two depending on like what I really need.
Mm,
Um, but right now it's folk.
mm.
Yeah.
Where do you see folk going in like 5, 10 years stylistically? Like the sound developing, where do you kind of see it going?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of newer folk music is kind of, I don't know. I think music in general, especially recently, has been about creating a sense of nostalgia in music, right? So,
Mm,
um, a lot of pop music is trying to be reminiscent of the '80s and kind of inspire that mood in people. And for folk music, it's the same. So, a lot of more recent albums, they involve, a little more electrified instruments, like old school drum machines are a big thing. Like,
mm,
really soft, fuzzy, like kick pads over acoustic guitar is a big thing right now, I've noticed. So
mm,
I think generally, they're trying to capture like that feeling of like, JJ Cale in the '70s with an early tape recorder and a drum machine and putting something out with like his acoustic guitar and nothing else really,
mm,
that kind of environment.
mm. It is interesting how like sometimes the sound can develop so much and then they go back to the roots. Like hip hop has kind of, that trend of really developing the sound and pushing it, and
Yeah.
then always going back to like the boom bap and the style that kind of originated it. That's it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think everything that is that way though.
Mm,
You can look at like rock and metal music. You went from Black Sabbath into hair metal and then right back into grunge.
right,
Yeah, I just think people are always either looking forward or looking backwards, but they're never really where they are.
right. Be present, y'all. Come on. All right. Let's acknowledge the chat. Hey, what's up, Stanzas? Stanzas your life. What's good? Trey, how you doing, bro? Appreciate you joining. All right, the joke, the grand finale, the world premiere.
A
We got it.
joke.
Why do cats stack on each other? Did I read that
Why?
right? Why do cats? That makes no sense from the jump, but you know what? We're gonna ignore that. um, to make a mount a mountain and make
Oh, is it
a
supposed to be Meowton?
meowton. Okay. Hey, you got us to laugh. I mean,
Oh, that's awful.
and that's how I met my future wife. Just saying that joke. Imagine that saying that to someone for the first time. All right. Oh, we got a cool question here. I just bought a Fender acoustic. Running right now, loving it. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a question about Fender. How about you? What's your go-to guitar brand, or does it not really matter to you? Is it just like
Yeah, I don't think it matters all that much. So I've got my 2 guitars right here, right now, actually.
mm,
Um, and so, you know, I think ultimately, you have to know what you're looking for in a guitar more than, like, the guitar you're looking for.
yeah,
So my electric guitar, is great. But I spent a lot more time trying to find an acoustic guitar because with the music I write, it's a lot of like open tunings and slide and just trying to let stuff breathe. So it was really important for me to get a guitar that was like um, able to do that with me. you know, really let like overtones ring out and stuff while I'm playing like top lines, or have the low end be um, kind of punchy, and while the top end and the top strings are still very clear. Um, yeah, I think just looking for brands will put you in the wrong spot.
Hmm, right. Like you think it's more about like would you say different guitars feel different? Like the brands they have like a
Oh,
distinct
totally.
feel. Totally.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So my electric guitar that I have, my Heritage, this one, it's
Ooh,
made
okay.
yeah, it's made to like the exact same specs as a Gibson ES-335.
Mm,
Um, because the brand was created by like ex-Gibson employees, but
mm,
to me it feels totally different. In the hands, the way the neck feels when you're playing. And every guitar is like that, even within the same brand. I have a Stratocaster that to me feels completely different to any other
mm,
Stratocaster I play. Some just come out differently.
mm,
Yeah,
mm. Well, we picked up the guitar, and I think this would be a good transition into the performance. Would you be down for that, Will?
yeah, it would be them. Let me grab the acoustic, not
Yeah.
to not to disappoint on electric people.
Um,
Um, yeah. Um, I'll start with a fingerstyle tune just to get warmed up, and I'll do one I sing.
awesome. Can everyone put some W's in the chat for Will right now? Can I see some W's in the chat for Will about to perform? Oh, so we can't hear the guitar, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do I have?
I think it might be your FaceTime settings, if you know where to locate that. Um, well, I appreciate everyone joining, everyone hanging out with us today. Thank you very much for doing so. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Uh, I'm sure we'll be back in just a second. I think it's just a little bit laggy right now, but I appreciate it. Uh, thank you, everybody. Chat, how we doing, y'all? Chat, how we doing? I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. What is your favorite and least favorite sport? My favorite sport, it is soccer. I would have to say, soccer is my favorite sport. I would definitely have to say. Uh, my least favorite sport, maybe golf. I've never understood golf. If I'm really gonna be honest, I've never understood golf. Um, a stanzas for life. I do see you, bro. I do see you. I just got to keep it pushing with the live stream though. Where am I? I'm on Nantucket. Yeah, I did a live stream last night, showing around Nantucket. Yeah, I'm on Nantucket. I'll actually give you guys a tour maybe tonight. My best friend is coming over after this. Maybe what we can do is a interview with my best friend, and you guys get to ask him like any question you want. I don't know how you guys feel about that. All right, here we go.
I promise I'm working on it right now.
Oh wait. All right, try again.
Uh,
Where's my phone? All right, you're good. Wait.
okay.
All right, maybe try to play the guitar now. Let's see how that sounds. It's still muted.
Oh, that's
Okay,
great.
so what you want to do, you want
Mhm,
to go swipe down like the top right, and
mhm.
then press on it. You should see like YouTube controls, like it's like a red thing. Do you see that like the top of the screen type of
Yes,
thing? So
I see that. Voice
tap on that.
isolation.
Right. and then you want to drag that to standard, and this should be good. Or odd, yeah, standard. It should
Okay,
be.
I think I've got it on standard now.
All right, let's
Let's
see.
see.
Hey, let's go.
Perfect, perfect. Oh my god.
All right, put some W's in the chat, y'all. We're hype. um, try to end the live. We're not ending the live. Come on.
Not yet.
uh,
Sorry for leaving you on an island for there for a sec.
okay. um, okay. Well, Will, take it away. Sorry, Will. Are you still connected to your headphones?
Yes, I am.
Maybe
Yes.
try to disconnect just so we can hear it better. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man.
All right. That's great.
Let me know if I'm echoing, because you're just in the room now.
Hey, let's go, everybody. That was very beautiful. That was very,
Yeah.
very, very beautiful. What's the name of that song? How'd you come across this song if it's not an original?
So that is Late July by Shaky Graves. It's the first song I ever learned in the tuning of guitar I'm in. So
Mm,
uh, I like to write and play in open tunings, right? So if you notice, I can play a full chord even though I'm not fretting anything with my hand.
mm,
I really enjoy doing that because it lets me get a thumb roll going.
mm.
Um, yeah, that was like, the song that really taught me and helped me map it out for the first time. So it's the first thing I go to whenever whenever somebody asks me to play. Yeah.
Wow. Mm. Do you feel like that type of relationship with a song, like when it's kind of your first song that you've learned or wrote, it kind of holds a special place in your heart, kind of?
Totally,
Yeah.
I think more or less, I think most people should know the first song they ever learned. Like the first song I ever learned normally was Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes, because you just, I don't know, there's something very like childish or kiddie about learning a song that's super simple and sitting there and playing like the same 15 seconds of music for 45 minutes. But it really gets it locked in there.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Do you remember the feeling of accomplishment after you finished writing or learning your first song? Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
I remember that or like finishing my first song. I was like, whoa, like this. It's kind of a different emotion or something that I had never felt before, and I kind of chased that after I felt it for the first time.
Yeah, it's like it's a totally different feeling.
Mm,
You know, I think learning music, it just feels like an accomplishment. The first time I ever, like, wrote a song and, like, really wrote one and have one I could be proud of, that was totally different, and there was, like, this, like, emotional, like, peak that came with it. Uh, Writing music, it makes you feel like you know yourself better too, which is really
wow.
cool.
Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it. Right. And I feel like that's kind of unexpected. Like when you're like, all right, I'm gonna write a verse every day. you're like, all right, I just want to do that because I want to get better at music. But a lot definitely it accomplishes at the same time, you know,
Mhm.
of like doing music. We have a cool question here. I'm gonna let you answer this because I'm still learning guitar. But
Alright.
how long it take you guys to learn guitar? Do you have any tips? I'm struggling here.
So, I've been playing 9 years now. I started when I
Wow.
was 10 and I'm almost 20, which is a scary feeling. But, I think I don't know. I think a lot of people get really spooked by guitar,
Mm,
because it has a good way of making things sound harder than they are when they're really easy, and sound a lot easier than they are when they're really hard. Um, so, in terms of, like, advice or anything I have for guitar, I mean, when I first started doing it really seriously, a big thing for me was, like, I didn't always have to be practicing, I didn't always have to be working on music, but I tried to just make sure I had my guitar in my hands for a certain amount every day, you know?
mm,
So, sometimes if, like, it really wasn't working for me, I would just sit in my bed with my guitar in my hands, and I would, like, watch TV and, lazily strum some chords or something, if I had nothing better to do, but
mm,
after a while, it kinda forces you to get in a space of, working at it, or at least being comfortable
mm,
with it.
hmm. Wow. I think that's what you said about just having it, like enforcing some type of habit of like just having it with you or having
Yeah,
a practice. I feel like that's pretty powerful because it takes like the thinking out of it. Just like if you do it, you got to get better at it. That's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
incredible. Um, but would you say like was there a time where you kind of like a learning curve where it was like really really hard and you had to kind of get over that? Because I know a lot of people that are like they might have tried to play and then they gave up because something was really hard. Was there a time for you that it was very difficult or something?
And right now, uh, you know, I think guitar is really unique
Mm,
in that there's so many ways people, like, deconstruct it and put it back together. Um,
mm,
you know, when you learn piano, it's really difficult as with any instrument is, but you learn it, and there's not really anything like new to you anymore. After that, it's like the theory or like what you're playing is new to you. Like with any instrument, but guitar, I think, is guitarists are hate practicing, and so they just make up new stuff instead. um, there's always like a new method or a new way to play that totally deconstructs it. So for me, that was learning open tunings and how to navigate and play chords in totally new system. It felt like learning a new instrument all over again.
mm. That is, yeah. I think like learning curves are important because once you kind of once you get to a place and you still want to keep going, I feel like it's hard to stop. Like, I think it's cool that you I don't know, are still kind of you're like enforcing places to, like struggle at right now, and you're still challenging yourself. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, we have a cool question. Well, it's actually not a question. It's kind of just someone typed out. Mr. Werner, how long until we will see you again? Pun intended.
Uh, what is that? Standards for life? Could frankly, whatever. Uh,
You don't
no,
have to answer it if you don't want to.
no, I think I'm coming back to Boston like at the end of August because
Uh,
everybody's move-in is September 1st. So I
mm.
don't know if you're gonna see me then, but I'll be around for sure.
Let's go. Uh, Here we'll answer some more questions and we'll head on to the next segment. Let's see. We have a cool question. I can maybe answer as well. Do you think music theory is really necessary to make music?
Uh, yeah,
Mm,
I think more or less. Um,
mm.
because I mean, I play jazz, so,
Oh,
uh,
wow.
I think I definitely overdo it on theory a lot, but
Yeah.
eh it's really important to understand what you're playing, and that's all music theory is at the end of the day, is understanding what you're doing, you know? Like, I do stuff that's technically not correct. I play stuff that's not in certain scales,
Mhm,
or I shouldn't play against certain chords, and I know that I'm doing that, and that's kind of the
mhm,
important thing, is m music theory really helps you make that conscious decision instead of
mhm.
just, doing it for the hell of it.
Mm. I think I like what you said, like, doing like, you have more of a perspective on you actually have decisions rather than just kinda guessing your way around stuff. I think
Yeah,
that
for
what
sure.
you I think, like I think so I've been editing some videos, and I had to learn kind of, like, theory of, rule of thirds and all that type of stuff, and anyone that does that type of stuff. I would say music theory is kinda similar to that. You, like, learn the, like, structure of things, but I would say you have to lead by emotion rather than, like, what is, like, correct and what's not correct. But music theory, it gives, like, a structure and, like, a foundation rather than just, like, trying to build something out of nowhere. I think theory is definitely basic theory is very important, I would say, for sure. Um, someone said, "Love you, Willie."
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
up?
that's my roommate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, love that guy. That's the guy who makes
That
Hyperpop that I was telling you about.
let's go.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Uh, why do you live the 2 chord so much, Willie? Oh, is this your
Okay.
other buddy?
Yeah, my friends are getting in the chat right now.
Oh,
I could
okay.
show you another one of my songs if you want. It really shows off the
Yes.
2 chord.
Let's go.
Um, so, another nice thing about open tunings is, it gives you space for all these extensions. And so I like to stay kind of lower on the neck, when I'm playing and when I'm writing, to still be able to access those. And so, there's a song I'm getting ready to release probably in July that uses the 2 chord a lot. Um, and it's like, oh, I tell my friends about you, all the things we used to do on those humid Sundays back home. Sunshine of your porch light says, captivated my sinner's eyes and made me pray to God alone. Now you're home over in Memphis. You're at me talking about home. Let's forget this place and way where we used to roam. 'Cause Boston sunrise like the road to El Dorado. I'll be taken home tomorrow.
Mm. Ooh, that ending was beautiful.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
No, fan of that one. It really came out nice. It's the studio track's got like all types of stuff, banjo and
Mm.
the staples.
Right. What was the process of writing that one like?
Yeah, I think, anytime you get a musical idea, whether it's, like, lyrically or, for me with guitar or whatever instrument you do, um, I just kind of sit with it for a while and, like, really try and, flesh it out and work with that. So, um, with that song, I'd come up with this fingerstyle riff. Um,
Oof.
um, and this intro shape to that riff is the chord shape I use for the two chord in that song. Um, and I just, I was there playing it, and I was trying to think of a way to like really fit words over the fingerstyle section, and I ended up just moving it to be uh, regular chordal playing. And, I was in the practice rooms at 160. I was just staring at this one chord I was playing, and like, what the hell can I do over this? I'll
Mm.
just go to one, and that's the whole song.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, have you like challenged yourself with like only like kind of have limitations of like only writing with two chords or like writing a song no rhymes? Have you done stuff like that in the past? Or?
Yeah. Yeah. I think with anything, a lot of just my musical process or like the way I think about music is all about intentionality. And it comes through with writing
Mm,
too, like having to keep yourself away from things or like forcing yourself to use certain stuff. I think
mm,
right now I'm really focused on writing for an album and like creating something with like a cohesive vision. So it's more
mm,
important for me that my songs fit together instead of that my songs in this one I use a sub five or I'm in Lydian the whole time instead of regular major.
mm,
Uh, but just as a general exercise, I think it's a really good idea to like you know force yourself to do certain things. Don't let yourself resolve to the
mm,
one with this certain chord if that's what you're used to. Don't go to
mm,
this chord if that's what like your body always tells you to do.
mm. Wow, we have a great question. Top 5 favorite artists of all time. Oh, so we're gonna answer this question, we're gonna jump into some games with the chat, so
All
if you have
right.
some would you rather questions that you wanna start brainstorming chat, start brainstorming some would you rather questions. Alright, so top 5 favorite artists of all time, or maybe top 5 favorite albums?
Mhm. Uh, Top 5 artists I probably have. So, Towns Van Zant is my favorite songwriter of all time.
Mm,
Um, I think what he does is incredible. And then, after that, the list gets really it's a lot of guitarists after that. So, like, Derek Trucks,
yeah,
who's a big inspiration of mine, especially on, like, electric guitar. Um, uh, recently, recently, been getting really into, like, 2000s, like, uh, British indie rock music, so, like, Franz Ferdinand and stuff like that. Um, Franz Ferdinand, I've loved forever, though. Then, Shaky Graves probably is up there. Um, Glenn Campbell, I really love Glenn Campbell. Is that
mm,
I think I think that's 5, maybe. Um, yeah, kinda in that realm of people.
mm. How would you say what makes an artist what makes you I was talking with my brother about this the other day. What's the difference between liking an artist and loving an artist for you?
Oh, like an emotional connection, you know? Because
Mm,
like good music and music and you enjoy are different things, I think. Um,
mhm,
I think to all music there's an aesthetic element and there's an emotional element that they kind of exist apart from each other. And that's why like, music that's not typically considered good or it's like kind of outsider music can be super inspiring to people. And it's also why like albums that have a ton of money put into them and like great musicians and great studio technicians working around them, and they just don't come out that great or that memorable.
mm,
I think, yeah, I think for any song to like really stick out and to like really connect with a person, it has to do both of those things. It has to match like your aesthetic sense, and it also has to connect with you in an emotional way.
mm. Right. Yeah. Yes. Aesthetic. I'm trying to work on my aesthetic. I don't even know what my aesthetic is, so if anyone has recommendations, let me know. I like that the chat kind of jumped in on this question as well. They said number one Taylor, two. Thank you. They said number one CG5. I don't know if I know who that is. I don't know if that's bad. Two Mohair, three Michael Jackson. Wow, that's pretty legendary. All right.
Or
Um,
Joseph.
thank you. Uh, um, what? Okay, a lot of Swifties in the house. Okay, what's up?
Taylor Swift's pretty nice.
The Taylor Swift is yeah. Her tours are crazy. I know that
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Um, here in my chat, I'm famous. um, okay. Alrighty. So we're jumping into the game part of the chat. Unless Will, I did want to ask you, did you have another song prepared?
I have more I could play, but I really only came in with those two in mind. Um, Here,
Okay.
let me do one more. Let me do one more.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Put some W's in the chat, y'all, for Will.
So this is I'm working on an album right now, and this was the first song that I really got out where it was like, yeah, that's what it's gonna sound like, or that's what it's gonna be. Um,
Mhm.
um, why don't I cut my fingernails and dye my hair all by myself? Why don't I call you just to ask for some help? Are we changing? Is it just myself? Oh, I'm changing. I want your help, so wipe the dirt off of my lips with your cheap vanilla chapstick. Say you love me like it never happened. My heart is hungry. Want you to be my catfish. Don't remind me of when I called home. I let it ring, I didn't answer the phone. Don't ask me what I'm cooking tonight. I'm eating unwashed grapes with Miller Lite. So off the dirt off of my lips with your cheap vanilla chapstick. Say you love me like it never happened.
My heart is hungry. Won't you be my catfish? Hey, let's go, everybody. Let's go. Yeah. Thank you for that, Will. Thank you, man. Thank you. How'd you come across this song? How'd you end up writing this one?
I wrote it. I was back on my first. Well, I'm a first year at Berkeley, and so went home over Christmas break and was like visiting everybody. Of course, like when you're a freshman, everybody comes home, and so I was here and I was seeing like everybody I knew in high school, and everybody was around, and I was hanging out with my friends, and we had gone to this like man-made dam in North Little
Mhm.
Rock, and we were sitting there, and I don't know, it just kind of all came to me at once while I was there.
You just like had your guitar and it just kind of came out.
Like I just had the idea for the song, but it was like
Um,
like I just knew what it was supposed to sound like. It kind of came fully formed to me, which was really nice.
hmm. Isn't that like amazing how some songs just like come into fruition? Like you don't even like it comes out of nowhere kind of. Isn't
Oh
that crazy how that just some
yeah,
stuff happens like that?
yeah, they just write themselves, you know. Yeah, so some songs crawl and some songs walk. I've had a lot of songs, especially recently, where it's like, I feel like if I just get the like one more element of it right, then the rest of it will like all come together and come out. And then you write one, and it's like you put in like an hour and a half. It doesn't even feel like that much work, and it's just good. And you kind of hate yourself because you spent 3 weeks working on like two different songs, and all of a sudden you've got a full one just done.
Right. Yeah, like why can't it all be this easy?
Yeah,
Like come on.
yeah.
uh well, I want to jump into the game section of the live. Thank you for that one more tune. So chat, I want you guys to brainstorm some would you rather questions. In the meantime, I'm gonna ask Will some hard hitting questions and we're gonna play some games, alright? So in the meantime, and you guys brainstorm some would you rather questions. Alright. So would you rather perform in front of 100 people or 100,000 people? Uh, is it cut out just for me or chat, is everything running smooth for y'all? He's frozen. Alright, I'm gonna text him. Let me text him. What's up everybody? How we doing, y'all? I appreciate everybody. Everybody hanging out with us. Thank you, thank you. If it's your first time in here, I appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Okay, it froze for a sec.
Yeah, so sorry about that, man.
All good.
Uh, what was it? You said 100 or 100,000 people?
Yes.
100,000 seems like a nightmare. I could never do that, I don't think.
Mm, hmm. Okay. Would you rather live in space or underwater?
Underwater, I really like sharks.
Wow. Okay.
Big
Actually,
big shark
same. I
guy.
love sharks too. Do you have a shark necklace or anything?
No, I had a bunch of books when I was a marine biologist. That shit around somewhere.
Mm. Would you only be able to lie or tell the truth?
Uh, Probably.
Uh, would you rather be able to have unlimited time or unlimited money?
uh, unlimited time, unlimited time. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Time is money, I think.
Time is
That's
money.
the saying, right?
Right. Yeah. Hmm. Uh, would okay. We're getting interesting here. I got one. We're getting interesting. All right. Would you rather be stuck in a
Okay.
room with your ex for a week or your biggest rival for a day?
Oh, okay. Wow, yeah, no, this one's good. I like this one. Whoever asked that, you should ask for more. Man, extra week rival for a day. Um, it's gotta be my rival. It's gotta be my rival. Uh, yeah, cause like, I don't know, there's not gonna be a lot of yelling. I'm just gonna be, like, silently mad that some dude's in the room with me and he's better than me at guitar. That's gonna be most of it.
uh, would you rather be the best performer in the world or the best songwriter in the world?
Uh, Best songwriter. I
Mm.
got pretty nasty stage fright, um, so, uh, I don't think performing same with the 100,000 people or 100 people question. Uh, it's kinda eliminating itself for me.
Okay. Well, you're
Yeah.
killing it on live right now, so thank you.
Oh, yeah? Appreciate
Um,
that.
I'm gonna acknowledge the chat here in a second. I see y'all stanzas. Thank you guys. Uh, I am the best. Joseph, how was your day? It was good. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Megan, I appreciate the love. Thank you. Would you rather play electric guitar for the rest of your life or acoustic? Wow, that's a good question.
Yeah, that is. I really don't know, 'cause like 99% of the music I write is acoustic or at least like acoustically driven. Um, but everything I do outside of my music is on electric guitar, like all the stuff I do for other people. Um, I'm not sure. Electric maybe. I feel like there's more I can do with that, and um, just more I haven't done yet. Um,
Mm.
you know, uh, yeah, that's a good one though. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. Uh, okay. So now I want you to give us two lies and a truth, and we have to guess what the truth is. And I'll do the same. I can start off if you want to give you a little bit of time, whatever works for you, or if you want to
Okay.
start off.
Um, okay, okay. So let me think. On my first like little tour around Arkansas, Um, I was sleeping in, like, I was with this blues band, and, I was sleeping in a hotel with my dad and, the singer of the band, his name's Trey, and I woke up in the middle of the night and went to the bathroom. It was like a suite style hotel thing. And I walked in on the drummer of the band throwing up in the toilet. I was like 15 at the time, and he probably was about 50. It was just wildly traumatizing. Um, and then
Okay.
these are all gonna be music ones. Last summer, I was playing for this charity, and we opened up for this, like, relatively, famous R&B singer named Will Downing, and, we played a good set, got off stage, and I'm watching from the side of the stage, and he was, like, singing, doing whatever he does, and then he turned around and, like, backed up with his back to the audience, and a female audience member stood up and grabbed his butt cheek, and he, like, sang a high note in front of probably about 2,500 people.
Okay.
Um, and
Wow.
then, yeah, yeah, I've got some fun road stories. Um, and then,
It's 2 lies and
uh
the truth, just remember.
yeah, yeah, I know. I'm just and then,
Okay.
I have a guitar cable that went on a national tour without me. I accident I was opening for this band that was, they were in the Midwest for a little bit, but they were going, like, all the way down the East Coast, and I accidentally swapped cables, and the guitarist from the band, he texted me, he was like, "Hey, do you want your cable back?" And so he mailed me my cable after we finished tour.
Wow, that's pretty sick. If it's true. Okay, what are we saying, chat? What are we saying is the lie? No, wait, sorry, it's 2 lies, 1 truth. What are we saying is the
It's 2
truth,
lies and 1
chat?
truth.
Yeah, what are we saying the truth is? We do stuff backwards here. Saying the first one's the truth. Wait, let's see. What are we saying, chat? First one's the truth. I don't know.
Oh, man, Chad has no idea.
We're saying first is the lie. Three is wait. One is lie. Three is true. He grabbed the butt cheeks and made. I know. I'm saying that is wild. If that's true, that's insane. Saying one is the truth. All right, they're saying one. What's the truth?
One is the least truthful of any of them.
Wow.
So 3 was like a regional thing. We opened for this band that was touring Arkansas, and he mailed me the cable, but that's, a lie. 2 was the truth, and I have it on video too.
What? What?
Yeah. So it was crazy because he's this older artist, and his audience is way older. Like, probably the average age of that audience was about 65. Um, and it was crazy. It was crazy. I've never seen a man get old people to act that way before. But, like, the whole audience was so into it. It was incredible.
That is insane. That I would be like, what did I just witness? I would be in
But
shock.
that's how I want my music to make people feel.
That's insane. All right, people
Yeah.
ask me to do the would you rather. I would do your would you rather and then I'll do my lies. All right, would you rather
Okay.
date 2026 Taylor Swift or 2010 Taylor Swift? Wait, how old was Taylor Swift in 2010?
Oh, those are the real questions.
Let me look this up. How how old how old is Taylor Swift? How old is Taylor
She's in her
Swift?
30s, right? We need her to be 36.
Yeah, can it be 30? She's 36 years old, so she would be
Perfect.
30. Wait,
20.
I'm an idiot. Wait, how old would she
Should be
be?
20.
Uh, 20. Okay. Uh, I don't think I could date a 36-year-old. I don't think I could do it. I mean, it's Taylor Swift. You know, if I mean Taylor Swift, we were watching this and you like what you see, give me a call. But like, yeah. Taylor Swift 2010. What should she look like in 2010?
Taylor
T
Swift, I
Swift.
think.
I think I. What would you say?
He's kind of washed, but I'm still afraid of Travis Kelsey. So probably 2010. Um, I don't know whoever she was dating back then. I think I have a better chance at defending myself from.
That's smart thinking. I wasn't thinking logically.
Yeah, yeah.
um, I think 2010 because like yeah, just closer in age. Feel like we chill more, hang more. Yeah. Shoot your shot. People are saying. That's crazy. She was dating Joe Jonas. So okay, she was in her prime. All
Oh
right.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I'm taking Joe Jonas.
Take out a Joe Jonas. That's so funny.
I would rather fight all three of the Jonas Brothers than fight Travis Kelsey. That's my would you rather. Would you fight?
um, it's like the 100 men versus one gorilla type of situation.
Yeah, yeah, you know.
um, I think I could take the Jonas Brothers. I think I could. Travis Kelsey though, he's a unit. Yeah.
He scares me. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Mm.
especially, man, yeah, yeah, he just spooks me. Someone that big who uh is that like he's got like the Gronk thing of just like a big party guy, and that freaks me out. I would hate to be around that. It's too much power.
Too much power. Right.
That's
Uh, uh, okay. We will answer three more would you rather questions and then I'm gonna send Will on his way. We just want to say thank you for joining, thank you for performing, and yeah,
of
it's been a
course,
lot of
man.
fun. All right, let's see what. All right, we'll answer three more would you rather questions. Or we got two right here. All right, would you rather live far away or close to friends and family?
Uh, I've kind of experienced both.
Mm,
Uh, about halfway across the country, from where I live at any given time. Um,
mm,
I don't know. I think at this point in my life, I need to live wherever I live. I think long term, I'd love to be close to my friends and family and all that stuff, but I gotta figure out what I'm doing first, and really really get working. You know,
mm.
I think it's important that people leave at some
Yeah,
point in their life.
I would definitely agree. I think that's one of the biggest um places of growth, no pun intended, places of growth is like leaving, your hometown and experiencing the real world, I would say. I mean, if you grew up in New York City, then you can't get much realer than that. But like, I grew up in a
Yeah,
very small town. I mean, we don't even have like no chain restaurants, no you can't go any place to buy like sneakers, you order everything from Amazon. So if you're in a place like that where you need a reality check, I think it's very vital for that. And I mean, I want to be financially stable enough to where it doesn't matter where I live. I can just like, I don't know, fly down to see my friends and family whenever, but um I don't know, my friends and my family, like, we're all kind of different. So I don't know if we'll live in the same place to be realistic. So I don't know.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Of course.
yeah. Would you rather spend a month alone with five. Okay, this is a packed question. Okay, got it comfortable for this one. Would you rather spend a month alone with five of your exes and a chance of money, but they can steal you can steal all the money, or five your haters alone on an island who can also split or steal all of it? Wow, this is like Mr. Beast type stuff.
This one has some moving parts to it. So,
Yeah.
I'm on an island, and I can steal or they can steal the money. They can steal the money?
Both y'all can. Both you guys can.
Okay. Um, I mean, then I'm just gonna steal the money regardless of either situation, and it kinda ends that I don't know, this hypothetical has some holes, I think. I think they need and I saw them, comment this in the chat more than once. They really wanted to get it out, but I think they need to shop it a little more. There's some holes in that one. Either way, I'm just taking the money.
uh, right. Hey, shout out Mo. Mo, I appreciate the effort on that one, bro.
Shout out Mo.
Uh,
Love you, though.
yeah, let's go. Joseph, do your truths and lies. We'll do that. I'll do another live stream. I don't want to keep Will on here for too long, so we're gonna end it off a couple would you rather's. Um, all right. Would you rather listen to Taylor Swift or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's Mike.
What's your reasoning? I mean, do you have to have a reasoning, or is it just like?
I just prefer him. I'm not a big Taylor Swift person, I think, which is pretty unfortunate, as considering the type of music I make. And I'm a big Mike person. What
Mm,
is the I've been listening to is it Chicago? It's like the really popular one right now. Um, off,
mm,
the his posthumous album. I'm really liking that. So,
mm, mm.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Michael Jackson. Um, I'm more of a vocalist than anything. Like for people that listen to my stuff, rap and a little bit of singing. Michael Jackson's vocal delivery is just so interesting. I watch a lot of videos studying his vocal delivery, and I think it's so interesting, and I would have to listen to Michael Jackson over Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift is a little bit more cut and dry, uh, and not as maybe musically adventurous as Michael Jackson or something. So I would say that maybe. Um, would you rather? Okay, would you rather lose your sense of wait? Would you rather lose the sense of taste or your vision? Wow.
Oh, that sucks because 'cause I'm a biggie too. Um, I love
Mm.
to eat. I think
Yeah.
I think it'd be convenient for me to lose my sense of taste though, because then it becomes really easy to eat healthy. Um,
Mm.
that would be awful. I would miss stuff so much. But I'd miss seeing too. I'd hate to be blind. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, I'd probably give up my taste. I don't like, you know, at least I can still get around, you know?
Mm.
I can get around and
Would
I'll
you
be really
rather?
skinny.
How about being blind or being deaf?
Blind every day.
Yeah.
I th you know, being deaf is like a nightmare thing for me. Any musician really. Like, being deaf, being unable to use my hands for some reason, it's just, freaky, and whatever you can do to avoid that, you gotta do. I wear, like, gloves whenever I have to move furniture, and my dad looks at me like I'm crazy, but it's an investment.
Right. Uh, with my sense of Yeah, I don't think I could lose my sense of seeing stuff. I mean, I think there's a lot to see in life, like, and they would just make everything so inconvenient, like, and very, very difficult. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I love food though. I love food though. I mean, right now I basically I've lost my sense of taste because all I eat in Boston is chicken and rice because gotta save that money for
Yeah.
the steep rent in Boston.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be me next year.
Mhm.
This year. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. I should have got a meal
invest in a
plan.
crock pot, bro.
Invest in a crock pot.
Yeah.
Oh, just you wait. Just
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Um,
Best advice I've gotten in like a
well,
week. Invest in a crock pot.
no, I got that advice and it was life changing. So, well, I appreciate you hanging out with us, Will. Thank you for joining. Thank you for talking,
If
chilling. And
Yeah,
where can
man, it was
people find
great.
you?
So I'm at Real Willy Walrus on Instagram. About to revive my music account, so Will Werner Music, if you want to see like some posts of me from sophomore year of high school. Not yet on streaming. So yeah, Instagram is probably the best place to find me right now, unless you want to scrounge up my email. You know, yeah, yeah,
Great. Well, thank you again, Will, and maybe we'll see you again sometime soon.
yeah. Of course. Thanks, man. See ya.
All right.